Dr. Ambedkar once said, "A nation is not a physical entity, it is a moral and spiritual entity." This profound sentiment resonates deeply in today's India. A nation is not merely defined by its borders, but by the shared principles, values, and beliefs of its citizens. Unity, mutual respect, and shared values form the bedrock of a truly harmonious nation. It's the collective spirit of the people that shapes a nation's identity. Remember, a nation's strength lies in its people and their shared values. In the world of politics, there are games being played. One such game is the oppressor versus oppressed game, often used by left and communist groups. Let's delve into the Sahib theory, a concept that seems to be at the heart of this game. This theory, a product of a certain ideological perspective, posits that a specific community is constantly oppressed, while another is the oppressor. It's a tale of two halves, creating a division that may not exist naturally. But why is this theory propagated? It's all about power and control. Creating an us versus them narrative helps these groups manipulate public sentiment. It's a political strategy, a game played at the expense of unity and harmony. Now let's consider our nation, Bharat. We've seen instances where this game has been played, where individuals have sided with invaders and supported systems that were clearly oppressive. These actions, driven by the Sahib theory, have caused divisions within our community. But we must remember, Bharat has also produced great personalities from the very communities that are often portrayed as oppressed. Personalities like Shri K.K. Muhammad, Shri Arif Muhammad, Shri Rizwan Ahmed, and Shri APJ Abdul Kalam, who have openly criticized invasions and atrocities conducted on non-Muslims. These individuals have stood up against the oppressor versus oppressed narrative, highlighting the unity and diversity of our nation. However, the influence of the Sahib theory and the oppressor versus oppressed game has been powerful. We've seen people compromising their Bharatiya values, supporting nations that foster harmful activities against our own. This is a clear example of how these games can skew perspectives, leading individuals down a path that is not in their or the nation's best interest. So, what's the takeaway here? It is essential to see through these games and understand the real issues at hand. We need to rise above divisive narratives and focus on the unity and diversity that make Bharat what it is. After all, we are all Bharatiyas, each contributing to the rich tapestry of our nation. In a nation, it's crucial to choose your heroes wisely. Heroes are not just figures of admiration, they are the embodiment of a nation's values, its history, and its aspirations. They are the mirrors in which we see the reflection of our collective identity. So who are your heroes? Consider the likes of Shri K.K. Muhammad, Shri Arif Muhammad, Shri Rizwan Ahmed, and Shri APJ Abdul Kalam. These are individuals who have upheld the values of Bharat, criticized injustices, and contributed significantly to our nation. They didn't just stand up for a community but for the entire nation, bridging divides and promoting unity. They are the true heroes, the role models who inspire us to be better citizens, to uphold our Bharatiya values, and to strive for a united and prosperous nation. Remember, your heroes reflect your values, they shape your perspective and your actions. Choose wisely. Terrorism is a plague that threatens the unity of a nation. It's a vile act that aims to divide us, to pit brother against brother and instill fear in our hearts, but we must not let it. We must stand together, not as separate communities, but as one unified nation. No matter who commits these atrocities, we must condemn them. Whether it's an outsider or one of our own, we must not let their actions define us. We must remember that these individuals do not represent us or our values. They are not heroes, they are villains in our story. Our unity in the face of such threats is our greatest strength. It's what makes us a nation. It's what makes us Bharat. As responsible citizens, we must stand together against acts of terror, not just for ourselves, but for our nation. Our identity as Indians should be paramount. It's the invisible thread that weaves us into the vibrant tapestry of our nation. It's the cornerstone of our unity and diversity, our strength in times of strife. It's the essence that transcends the lines drawn by religion, caste, or creed. This identity, our Bharatiya identity, is our birthright and our duty to uphold. It's the foundation of our values, a beacon guiding us towards harmony and progress. Remember, we are Indians first. Let's uphold our Indian values and work towards a united India.